Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we take you back to the Old West. A time of cowboys and outlaws, good and evil, where bandits ran free and few had the courage to stand up for what was right. This is a story of bravery, courage, and adventure, but also of revenge and injustice. And that's where this story begins, with the most dangerous villain to have ever lived. He was young and handsome, but don't let that fool you. He had robbed more people than any outlaw before him. They called him Baby Boy Butch. He was so young, people used to say being robbed by him was like their candy being taken by a baby.
Okay, lady, open the safe and put the money in a bag.
I don't have a bag!
Well, find a bag!
Now anyone can go into a bank and wave a gun. The problem is getting away with it. This outlaw was famous for tying up the bank tellers and using them as hostages to secure his freedom. And it worked almost every time. Almost. Baby Boy Butch, I know you're in there.
Sheriff Conway, is that you? You gotta be sick of chasing me by now.
Yeah, it's me. And come on out with your hands up. Ain't no need for nobody to get hurt.
Let's go.
Now don't worry, folks. I got this. Well, howdy there, Baby Boy Butch. It's been a while.
How many times I gotta tell you, Sheriff? My name is
Now,
not
hold on, Baby Boy. I can't understand a word you're saying with that thing over your mouth.
I said my name is not Baby Boy Butch. I'm Butch the Viper now.
According to who?
Everyone. I had changed legally 2 days ago.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but no one's gonna call you that, Baby Boy Butch.
Butch the Viper, and yes, they will.
Sorry to interrupt, Sheriff, but can we please focus on getting me out of this?
Oh, darling. If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying much attention.
What was that, baby boy?
Okay, miss. I'll take care of this from here. Thank you very much. She's been struck.
By the Viper. Woo! Come on, Pancho. We gotta go. Catch you next time, Sheriff. Darling. Woo!
You let him get away!
Not this time. Come here, Lightning. Come here, boy. What's wrong with you? You been drinking again? Hey!
You gonna untie me?
Oh, yeah. Stand up. Reach for the sky. Hey, move that barrel, would you? Hey-ya!
We did it again, Pancho. That Sheriff Conway never learns.
I'm right behind you, baby boy.
Eat that, old man. Man, we can't outrun him.
You can't outrun me.
I've only had some place to take cover and hide, like a creek. I see one.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Ah! Be free, Pancho.
Baby boy, you still alive?
It'll take more than that to kill the Viper.
This is the end of the line for you, Butch.
No, Sheriff. This is only the beginning.
Don't give me this again. You gave me this same speech when I had you pinned down in El Paso.
And I snuck away from you there, just like I will this time.
Yeah, but you weren't bleeding out your hindquarters then, were you?
I don't bleed.
Yeah, well, tell that to your butt.
Don't bleed.
Why do you have to give me this rough and tough act, baby boy? We both know that on the inside you're just a greedy, skinny little teenager with a grudge.
You You don't know my life, Sheriff. Don't act like you know me, okay? You've got a job, health insurance, vacation days.
Hey, don't forget the 401k.
Exactly. Some of us aren't as lucky as you, Sheriff. You don't know what I've been through.
I know a lot more than you think I do, baby boy. I know you stole your first horse when you were 13. I know you robbed your first bank when you were 15. You were still working with your father back then, weren't you?
Shut it, Conway.
Outlaws never grow to be old, do they? That must have been sad, really. Your first robbery was his last.
Don't talk about my daddy. You know nothing.
You don't remember, do you?
Remember?
Well, I was just a young deputy back then.
You were there?
Oh, I was there. I'm the one that got him. Thought he could slip away without getting caught, but he was wrong. And he paid for it.
I swear, Sheriff, if you don't stop, I'm gonna...
Don't make me do it, Butch. I wanted to take your father alive, but he gave me no choice. Don't make the same mistakes that he did.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. It's the only way that this is gonna end.
Please, Butch.
That's for my father.
You should have aimed for the head.
How did you?
You think you're the only one with tricks up their sleeve? You're coming back with me? Alive. Butch the Viper was sentenced to 20 years in the Texas prison. During his time served, the sheriff and Butch actually became friends. They listened to each other, and they found out that perhaps good and evil are not quite as black and white as they thought. Sheriff Conway put in a good word for Butch, and he was released in 2 years for good behavior. Butch got a job at a bank, actually. This time, he was to protect it. The sheriff and him collaborated on a number of projects afterward. Butch found love in the bank teller. They later married when he found out that she had health insurance. And don't forget the 401k. And so they all lived happily ever after. Well, except for old Sheriff Conway. He never could stay in one place long enough to put down any roots. And nowadays, he mostly roams the land on his horse Lightning, never looking for trouble, but always managing to find it.